Welcome back to another episode of the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Dr. BoA, aka Book of AlphaRonomy, homies. And AlphaSphere, once again represent for the residents of the environment. Steven Rodriguez is in the building. Young Peace is in the building. Peep game, homies. Tonight, man, we gonna chop it up about some grown man talk. You understand what I'm saying? You see, cause as a grown man, we don't have any other fears and any of the tears that boys have when they first come out of that blue pill life, man. You understand? We mastered this red pill thing. So we're beyond the point of saying we gonna swear women off, or we gonna go monk, or we gonna pump and dump. We know how to gauge women. We know how to vet women for quality. We know how to have the women around us that bring the thing to the table that we need and want a woman to bring to the table. So now that we at that point in our lives, let's talk about how you dominate the modern woman. You see, first, let's define that relationship is any interaction between two people that is constant and consistent. So your relationship with your employer happens because you go there every day. If you went there once a year, there would be no employer-employee relationship. So if you're dealing with a woman, whatever capacity you're dealing with her in, if it's just sex, it's a sexual relationship. If it's just money, it's a financial relationship. If it's just hanging out, it's a friendship. You see what I'm saying? All of these things define relationships. And so we're going to talk about how you dominate the modern woman in a relationship. Notice I didn't say in any particular kind of relationship. I'm talking about in a relationship, homie. T. Williams, what's good, man? Esteban Chanwa, what's good? What's good? Esteban Chanouch. Let's hope we got that right, man. So, I say to you this, man. There are some things you have to understand. And there are some men who've already crossed some of these lines, but just because you've crossed these lines doesn't mean that you can't find the reins of the relationship. You see, relationships are like horse-drawn carriages, man. You got somebody sitting in the back, just chilling back there on a bench, and you got somebody up front with the reins, making sure the horses go where they need to go. Now, even if you've given up the reins and gotten your ass in the back, you can still take the reins back. But we're going to assume that every man in here still has the reins and wants to know how to continue to hold on to those reins. War Assassin, FB, what up, homies? So we're going to talk about 12 keys to dominating the modern woman. And this is grown man talk. Because see, I'm going to tell you. You can think you can dominate a woman by dominating her sexually. See, women know how to separate. See, they want you to believe that they don't know how to separate sex from emotion, but they do. That's a myth. It's a myth that women don't know how to separate sex from emotion. Explain the sex workers. Explain the strippers who turn tricks. Women have long ago mastered the art of separating sex from emotion when they were forced to marry men that they weren't attracted to because the man had the substance to pay their father. Women long ago, before any of us were born, before our grandparents were born, women been figured out how to separate sex from emotion. You've been told that. And we're just in a situation where we feel the need to believe anything we're told about women because none of us really feel like we know about women. So let's put that myth to bed. Women, in fact, are the masters of separating sex from emotion. It's easier for them to separate sex from emotion than it is for you and I. Trust me when I tell you that. The second thing is this. A woman is not going to stop you from becoming a beta male simp mangina and pedestalizing her and putting her in a situation that affects you negatively but affects her positively. There's no woman on the planet that's going to stop you from doing shit to make her feel good, no matter how bad it makes you feel. So let's put that myth to bed that there's going to be a woman who's just going to see that you're driving yourself crazy, but everything you're doing for her, and she's going to cut back some, she's going to slack up off you and stop being so demanding. Put that myth to bed. You see, the only way you can be dominant to the modern woman is you actually have to be dominant. This is not a game you can play. This is not lip service. This is about the way you maintain your interaction with the modern woman. And some men may feel like it's not worth it. For me, it's child's play. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been doing this so long that I figured out exactly what works for me. You ain't got to figure out what worked for me. You got to figure out what worked for you. You see what I'm saying? The Manimal Planet is in the building. True dumb game right there, man. Real life dumb game. Salute to that brother. So, this is what you must do. And this is the best way to do these things. Now, when I tell you these things, I'm not saying you can't circumvent these things and still have a domineering relationship or a domineering interaction with females. But what I am telling you is this is the easiest way. Not for them, but for you. See, you want to have peace of mind while you're dealing with females all the time. You want to have peace of mind. And I'm going to tell you, the first thing we going to cover is the thing that robs your ass of peace of mind more than anything. The first thing you must do, the first key to dominating the modern woman, is avoid cohabitation, if at all possible, for as long as possible. I say again, avoid cohabitation for as long as possible, if at all possible. Now you may say, well, why is that, BoA? You can maintain your woman a whole lot better when she's around you. You can be, you can know where she is. But live-in relationships, cohabitation relationships, or what I like to call cohabitation situations, are very demanding on a man's time. They're very demanding on your time. You don't even have to be a beta male, something like that. They're demanding on your time because the woman is there. And if you know, like I know, you don't just let a woman just run around free. You understand what I'm saying? Not if she gonna claim you unless she getting out there getting that money. If she ain't getting out there doing that, then I don't understand the logic in it. But cohabitation is the thing, if at all possible. Now, if you in the game, that's something totally different. But even in the game, man, you want to hold off on that as long as you can. Best case scenario, your girl's got a place and you got a place. Not even that far apart. But before you know it, they all come into your crib anyway, trying to be all up under you. C Doug, I appreciate the $5 super chat, brother. Appreciate you being in the joint. Peace to the brother C Bug, man. Now, the reason I say avoid cohabitation, it's not about the woman. It's not about you falling weak. It's not about you being a sucker. It's not about you not being able to control a woman, because it's the quickest way for you to lose genuine interest in your woman. Now, what is the difference between interest and genuine interest? Genuine interest is when you actually feeling this chick. You understand? You actually feeling her. The shit the time you spending with her ain't no game. You feeling her. You enjoy spending time with her. That quickly wanes when you put yourself in a cohabitation situation, and then it becomes game. It becomes you having to be an actor. You having to play the role like you still really enjoying this woman like you used to, when you're really not. She around you too damn much all of a sudden. See what I'm saying? So avoid cohabitation if at all possible for as long as possible. That's some major shit right there, man. That's major, because I'm telling you, there are 3 things that happen when you cohabitate with the woman. First, you get to see her bad side. You see what I'm saying? When you and a woman don't cohabitate, every time you see her, she at her best. She knows. She has time to just be her ugly self all week long. She has time to wear her hair in a ponytail. She has time to not even dress up too fly when she's going to the grocery store or something. But she knows that you're going to be there, or she's going to be at your spot on the weekend. She has time to prepare. She don't have to be at her best every day. Cohabitation situation comes, 1 or 2 things is going to happen. Either she going to be stressing because she got to be on her best behavior every day and be her flyest every day, Or she gonna say, damn that, I'm not doing this every day. And she gonna be who she is when she at her own crib during the week. And then she gonna get fly for you sometime. And then you gonna start to understand this as well. See, these are some of the things that men have a problem with. Now I tell you all the time, I say if your woman is getting up every day, getting as fly as she can to go to work, and then she coming straight home with you, taking all that fly shit off, getting comfortable. And you know when a woman says she getting comfortable, she putting on some of the ugliest gear she got, some of the oldest gear she got. Talking about this comfortable. In her mind, old means comfortable. Sometimes holy and raggedy means comfortable. But you got to understand, before you cohabitated with her, that's what she was doing. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think about the pressure that you put on the woman, putting her in a situation of cohabitation where she got to do that. And like I said, unless she in the game, getting out there, getting it, then you ain't even got to worry about her feeling like dressing up like that. A woman that's going out there, getting it out there in the streets like that, man, she on her best behavior, but that's all she does. She looks pretty, she looks fly because it's part of the job. That's how she get her money. So that's one thing that happens with cohabitation. Another thing that happens with cohabitation is this right here, man. And this is a major thing. You end up, now you know when you sleep at night, that's your weakest point. You're almost dead. You're pretty close to being dead when you sleep at night. Your body shuts down all of the systems it possibly can and takes your breathing and all its maintenance down as low as it can so we can repair and recuperate and rest your body, right? For the next day. And to recover from any stresses that you put your body under mentally, physically, emotionally. How are you going to be laid up with feminine energy invading your space while you at your weakest point all night long? Think about that. All night long, female energy is around you, man. And before you know it, you taking on some feminine characteristics. And I'm not saying you turning into a woman and you wearing panties and all that. I'm saying before you know it, you're a little bit quicker to get angry because that emotional female energy been bombarding your being while you were asleep, see? And a lot of time, the woman will be up, looking at you, thinking thoughts, transferring those thoughts into your brain while your ass sleep. And then before you know it, you thinking more, she may be the one. Nigga, you wasn't thinking that before. You don't think you thinking that because that feminine energy is all around you all night long, man, while you sleep? Let's keep it 100. We know this shit is about energy. We know that you are who you hang around. And if you're around a woman while you're at your weakest point where you can't even guard and defend yourself while you sleep, what you think happens, man? This is real shit I'm talking to you about here, man. It'll change you over a period of time, man. You understand? And if nothing else, it'll change the way you feel about the woman. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. If you do cohabitate, you got to have separate sleeping quarters. I say this again. If you do cohabitate, you got to have separate sleeping quarters. I ain't talking about like 2 beds in the same room. I'm talking about separate sleeping quarters altogether. You got to have your sleeping space. She got to have her sleeping space. I'm talking about all your shit is in there and your sleep. Yeah, I'm talking about on some roommate shit. Even if you married, if you and your wife sleep in the same bed right now, nigga, you better go find you a room in the house to make your room. I promise you, brother, it's gonna enlighten your whole understanding of the relationship because you still gonna have that space to yourself. If you're gonna cohabitate, you still need a space to yourself and not a man cave. You don't need a space to yourself while you're awake. You need a space to yourself while you asleep, nigga. That's when you need to be guarded. That's when you need to be able to lock the door on that feminine energy. That's when you need to have a masculine space so all the energy in the environment while you at your weakest point is masculine. This is real shit I'm telling you right here, homies. Tony Davis, I appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. And this is the reality of it, man. Brothers, I'm telling you what I know, man. I watched that shit. I felt it. I felt the way that I was feeling, and I knew it was against everything I stood for. I was like, hold up. Man, I know, nigga, I ain't. She the one. Get out of my head, nigga. Talking about she the one. What's wrong with you? Who's this nigga in my head talking about she the one? Get out of my head, nigga. But that's how it happens, brothers. So You've got to you've got to have separate street recording because this is the thing. Think about this logically. If you think about when you want a woman in the bed with you, man, think about this. If you have no intention on being intimate with her every night, what's the benefit in absorbing her feminine energy every night? What's the point of cut or having a woman laid all up under you every night? What? Let me tell you something. Every man in here, if you need to feel a woman touch every night, all curled up under you with her leg draped all on you, her arm all across your chest, she cut it all up under you. If you need to feel that every night, put a one in the chat right now. Anybody who need to feel that every night, put a one in the chat. It's the most illogical thing I've ever heard in my life, man. The most illogical thing I've ever heard. When you not at work, do you just go sit at the office? Think about that, man. When you're not about to go nowhere, do you just go sit in your car all day in the garage, man? Tell me this. When you're not about to read, do you go in your library, man, just sit and look at your books? When you're not about to do no work on the computer, do you just go boot it up and then go leave the house and go do something else? What other point? If you're not about to work out, do you take your ass to the gym? If you're not hungry, do you go pull up at a restaurant and tell them, you give me a table for one, and you just go sit your ass in there and look? No, man. At night in the bed with your woman every night is the only time you be in an environment that is totally useless for you. Totally useless to you, man. Useless. And it puts you in a frame of mind, man, where you start feeling all husbandly like and shit. You know, you start feeling, before you know it, man, you done went from feeling like a boyfriend to feeling like a husband, man. You done went and bought a little ring and all that, man. Not even what you want to do, but just what the energy is making you do because it's bombarding you while you sleep at night, putting her thoughts in your head. And then another thing is this, when you sleep, man, do you know the majority of men who get spells and roots and shit put on them, get it put on them while they sleep? Get it put on them because they got all their clothes in the same room with the woman? And furthermore, let me tell you this. When a woman is on her menstrual cycle, she's supposed to be separated from you anyway, according to the word of the Most High. She's supposed to be separated from you. And you know how many niggas out here right now, man, laying right beside their woman tonight and she on her menstrual cycle? How many of them you think it is? I'm going to tell you how many of them it is. Every man who cohabitate with a woman and she on her menstrual cycle, that nigga is laying in the bed tonight beside that woman when she is in her time of uncleanness. That's what he's doing. And she probably cut it all up on him and wanted to rub his stomach. Nigga, you rubbing her stomach, you ain't even supposed to be in the same bed with her. Think about these things, man. See, this why I say you got to live your life according to the word of the Most High, because he'll shelter you from all of these things. Now think about this. If she got her own room of separation, won't she just stay in there? It can be her room of separation all the time. You around here with a man cave, you got somewhere to go in the daytime, but then you got to go sleep in the bed with her at night. Every night. And I'm going to tell you something else. The last thing about that is it kills the sex drive, man. It kills the attraction. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like this. If your woman fine as hell, man, and every time you see her, man, you be ready to jump her bones, man. Let me tell you something. Cohabitate with her for 6 months. Her body become normal to you. You understand what I'm saying? It's normal to you. Because for one thing, you see it every day. You get to see her in her boy shorts every day. So seeing her boy shorts don't even entertain you no more. It's just her walking through the house in her boy shorts. It ain't nothing to you. Get to the point where you don't even smack on her ass no more when she walk by. You understand what I'm saying? Because it becomes routine. Anything that becomes routine is second nature. You don't even think about it. It's kind of like when you're working out. Once you get the form down and you've been grinding for months, you don't even think about the form no more. You just go in there and do the work. You know what I'm saying? You focus on the reps and not the form anymore. You banging out the form. You can't even remember the form no more. All you can remember is the reps. You hit your numbers. See what I'm saying? That's the same way it goes in that relationship, man. That's why dudes who get married, man, that's why their sex lives go down the drain. Not because marriage is a sex drive killer. It's because, man, the cohabitation expectation of marriage, man, it changes everything. The excitement of a relationship dies with marriage, man. It's not exciting anymore. The thrill of the chase is gone. The thrill of being caught is gone. The thrill of everything is gone. Hell, the thrill of being able to leave if you want to is gone. Nigga, ain't no thrills left. And that's the reality of it, man. I ain't making this up, homies. Y'all know I ain't gonna make nothing up to you. T3 stacks. I appreciate the $2 super chat, homie. So I'm gonna tell you like this as well, man. The next thing is this. You got to make her keep all of her hobbies. All of her hobbies. Don't let her give up none of them hobbies, man. I don't give a damn what she like to do. You make her keep each and every one of them because that occupies her time and keeps her from trying to occupy your time. Man, don't let her replace her hobbies with time with you. Yo, wait, I'm telling you, boy, you're going to have some troubles on your hands. I don't give a damn what she like to do. You let her go do it and you tell her to go do it. And if she try not to do it to spend some time with you, you make yourself unavailable. You have got to force her to keep her hobbies and favorite pastimes and keep them to herself. You don't want to do them with her. You understand? Whatever she like to do, whoever she been doing it with before, you let her do it. And let me tell you something, you can't be that type of dude that's saying that, well, don't worry about it. I'll do that with you. You spend too much time. If you ever tell a woman she spend too much time with her friends, man, you better go in the bathroom, man, check you and make you still got some balls, man. Because you probably got on a pair of boy shorts. You understand? You might even have on a thong, man, if you tell a woman that. I don't want you spend too much time with your friends. Hey, man, go take that bra off, take them panties off, give them back to your old lady, man. You understand? You got to focus on your grind, homie. You ain't got time to start cutting off time from your grind and the things you like to do to spend time with a woman. You ain't got time to do it. A lot of men lose themselves in relationships because they allow the woman to start dictating their time. Well, you don't spend enough time with me. I spend the same amount of time with your ass that I was spending before. How you weren't complaining then? Because let me tell you what a woman will do, man. A woman will get to the point where not because she want all your time, but because she wants to know where you are all of the time. She don't even want to spend time with you like that, to be honest with you, man. It's rare that a woman want to be all up under you all through the day. I'm talking about on down in a relationship in the beginning, yeah. But I'm talking about a woman who already got a lot of things to do, man. That woman has a life, but a woman will try to give up that life just to keep tabs on you. You can't let her do it, man, because once you let her give up her life and she start keeping tabs on you, oh, man, it's going to be some misery going on your end, man. Not because you got to sweat and be all that, but because, man, it's worrisome as hell. Worrisome as hell to have a woman, man, that want to keep up with your ass all the time. Texting you all through the day, man. Calling you all through the day, man. Just to have to keep hitting ignore on a damn call is a nuisance. It's worrisome as hell, man. And you use your phone for business. You can't cut it off. Other people gonna call you on it. Even if you don't use it for business, other people might call you on it. Before you know it, you got to give her a phone that's just for her, so you can cut it off when you go somewhere. But it ain't like she ain't still got your other numbers. You see what I'm saying, man? Like, there's a whole lot of things wrong, man, in these relationships today, and it's all about the things that men allow to happen. Because let me tell you what relationship means in this modern society. It means that whatever a woman's expectations are, you're the man that's willing to fulfill those expectations. And so now you deserve to be her boyfriend or her man or her husband or whatever it is. Whatever level you get to, it's because that woman views you as the man who wants to do that in her life, who's willing to give her what she wants. Sky Weeze, I appreciate the $10 super chat. Weeze is in the building. Homie say, as always, feeling this one, Doc. No doubt, brother. I appreciate that, Weeze. So we all have to keep in mind, man, that when we talking about these things, we talking about how you keep from getting lost. That's how you dominate a relationship. You don't get lost in it. Because when you get lost in a relationship, the only thing that happens is you become a male version of your woman. That's what happens. You become a male version of your woman. And no man can afford to become a male version of his woman. Your ass is done when that happens, homie. I ain't lying to you. It's a wrap when that happens. Before you know it, man, she's starting to go out and buy your clothes for you. See, it's one thing if you see something, you say, man, I'm going to grab that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to throw this right here. I'm going to end up grabbing that right there. I think that's fly. And she sees something that you already said you wanted and surprise you with it. But when that woman going out buying you shit that she think you look good in, you understand what I'm saying? Especially if she don't know your style. You understand? Now, if the woman know your style, that's something totally different. This comes from a woman that's paying attention to you because you forcing her to pay attention to you because you making yourself the center of attention. A lot of men out here in this square world can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It takes some ism. It takes some ism. You got to understand the prism of the ism to really be able to always make a woman focus on you. Always make sure you're at the focus. And if that's the case, that woman knows your style. So she knows if she go out and get a pair of gaiters, if you're going to wear them or not. She knows if you're going to wear that shirt a lot because she knows your style. She knows the shit that you look fly in and the things that you know you look fly in. That's something totally different. I'm talking about a woman who comes in and try to change the way your ass dress, nigga. You go from wearing Balenciaga jeans to, coming in with some duck head slacks on. I don't even think they make duck head slacks, but she done went and found some for you. So you go from wearing Balenciaga jeans, man, with red bottom, to wearing a pair of bucks and some duck head slacks. And you ain't even never known what duck head slacks was, but the woman done dress you up. Because let me tell you what'll happen, man, in that situation if you don't maintain control of it. That woman will make you less attractive to herself. Because she don't want you to be attractive to women like her. Because in her mind, she knows you like her. And she knows that other women like her are probably going to be attracted to the version of you that she was attracted to. So she don't want you to be that version of yourself. She wants you to be a lesser version of that. She already got you, so she ain't even got to want you no more. Let me tell you something crazy that men don't understand. A woman don't mind you getting in a position where she don't really like you like that no more. Because she got you already. You've already assumed the position. Now, I don't even like the way that sounds, do you? You've already assumed the position of being whatever the hell she wants you to be in a relationship, which is the basis of the modern relationship if you don't maintain dominance. So she'll change you in a minute, man. And you thinking she like you like that. You done changed everything up. You like, man, you go around your homeboys, they're like, man, damn, bro, you done changed a lot, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't never seen you dress like this. You know what I'm saying? Or you go from wearing suits to dressing down all the time. Now, before you know it, you going around your business partners, they still wearing suits and you dressing down all the time. Because a woman don't care nothing about how it affects your life. She only cares about how it affects her own life. Miguel Chambers, I appreciate the $5 super chat, homie. Homie said major key alert 100. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Now, another thing is this, man. Don't share your hobbies and favorite pastimes with her. Man, if you got shit you like, if you was already doing it before you met her, don't ever invite her to do it. Don't ever let her invite herself to do it. Don't ever even talk to her about it. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to share your life. Matter of fact, I advise you not to share your life with a woman, man. What you like to do ain't her business. When you meet her, y'all start from now. All she need to worry about is trying to create some memories that's going to keep you around. She don't need to try to integrate herself into your past. See, let me tell you something. You can't let women go out the easy way. Letting her integrate herself into the life you've already established is the easy way out. She can maneuver that easily. She can get in where she fit in. She find the holes and she jumps right in them. And before you know it, you telling folks that she fits your life like a glove. Like it's a perfect fit. You know, she complements my life well. No, she ain't complimenting your life. She'd have figured out the loopholes and jumped in them to make you think she complimenting your life. You don't need a woman to compliment your life. You need a woman to enhance and contribute to your life. She don't need to just jump in where she fit in. She need to create a new lane. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the passenger side of this car. Go get us another car, shawty. At least get us a motorcycle. You got to keep these things in mind, man, because men are so quick to relax into a relationship, man, and forget all about themselves. You got to maintain frame, man, and maintaining frame is easy when you're just out here dating, but when you go to the next level with any woman, maintaining frame is hard because she changes. She changes and seems to become more involved and more dedicated to everything you saying, everything you want her to do. She start treating you like you her man, and you start feeling that. Now, what's that gonna make you do? It's gonna make you change the way you interact with her. And you're gonna start treating her like your woman. See, there's a difference. You can treat a woman like a woman, and she still feels great. She bragging to her friends about you, how much of a nice guy and gentleman you are, and blah blah blah. She telling them that part, but she ain't telling them how you always putting her ass in check. She ain't gonna tell them that. Cause they're gonna be like, well, next thing you know, he's gonna be hitting you. Because they got beta male sim anginas at home that let them do everything. You see, women living in a world, they live in a world of extremes. Either you a beta male sim angina to get run over, or you a man that's gonna beat them down. And there's no middle ground with women. You understand? Either you rich or you broke. There's no middle ground with women. You know what I'm saying? Either you tall or you short. That's why women got this arbitrary ass number where you got to be 6'1" or you got to be over 6 feet. A woman that's 4'9" wants a nigga that's over 6 feet. Because that's an arbitrary number that they just throw up. They live in a world of extremes. Either you tall or you short. Either you lean or you ripped. Either you fat or you lean. There's all kind of things that go on with them. That's why you can't pay no attention to what the hell they want. Don't nobody care what they want. They don't know what they want. Nigga, you'll be jumping through hoops every year. This year they want somebody tall. Next year they want somebody short. Next year they want somebody light skinned. Year after that they want somebody dark skinned. Then they want somebody rich. Then they want a hard working man. Then they want somebody from the hood. Then they want somebody from the burbs. Then they want a man that's got a whole lot of self education. And then they want a man that got all kind of degrees. They don't know what the hell they want. So you can't base none of your understanding on what no damn female want, man. You simply can't do it. Your ass be around here with 1 cup full of liquor and water. Drinking it all at the same time, man. Cigarette in one hand, blunt in the other. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know, man. Or cigarette in one hand and damn a nicotine patch on the other hand. Trying to quit smoking and smoking at the same time. So, you got to keep this in mind, man. Keep everything you do to yourself, them your things. Anything you do with your homies, you keep on doing it with your homies. Man, if you wake up one day and you realize it's been a minute since you kicked it with your partners, man, you better kick your partners up and say, hey, man, I don't care what y'all niggas doing. Let's get out right now. As soon as you realize that, because you're losing yourself, man. As soon as you realize, man, that it's been a minute since you stuck to all your workouts throughout the week, man, you better go to the gym, say, man, I'm going every day this week. I don't care how sore I am. Punish yourself for falling off. You understand, man? You got to keep your nose to the grindstone, man. And you got to maintain frame with who the hell you are, man. I don't care if you with a woman 10 years, nigga. You better be the same way. You better just grow. I'm not saying stay stagnant, but grow in the direction that you were already growing in. Nigga, if you're an orange tree and then the woman 2 years in, your ass an apple tree, boy, you been changed. You know what I'm saying? You been changed, homie. Now, next thing is this, man. And this is something that men get caught up in a lot. Every position in her life that someone already occupies, you let them keep that damn position. You don't want to replace nobody. You don't want to be her best friend. You don't want to be her confidant. If she already got somebody in her position, let them be in there. She gonna talk to you about anything anyway. But you never assume those positions. You never open your mouth and tell a woman, well, you don't need them for that no more. I got you. I don't care who it is. Man, let me tell you something. If my woman getting money from a nigga, and he giving her some show nut bread, I ain't gonna never step in and tell her, hey, look, don't get no money from that nigga no more. I got you. You know, I got everything. Shit. That ain't my responsibility. That's his responsibility to break bread with her. Why am I going to take on that beta male responsibility, man? I can't do it, man. I simply can't do it. So it don't matter who it is, man. Listen, let me tell you something. If you meet a woman, let's say you meet a woman, she can't drive. Now, I don't know what you're going to do with a woman that can't drive because she already a problem when you first meet her. You're going to have to, taxi that broad around. But If she got somebody already picking her up from work and taking her to work, I don't care who it is, whoever it is, they gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna take on the responsibility of picking your ass up, taking you to work. I already got shit to do at them times. And I'm not gonna make no adjustment to my schedule to do the thing that you need to do, especially if it's on a daily basis. Now, if it's an emergency situation, yeah, I'll put a hole in my schedule to help my broad out, in an emergency situation. You know what I'm saying? But on a day, I'm not finna schedule in anything that she got going on into my day when somebody else was already doing it. I don't care if it's a nigga that was doing it because she was single. She better keep mingling with that nigga. She better make him think she's single and still ready to mingle or something. I'm not accepting that role. You see, women have you feeling like everything in their lives because you're their man. You're supposed to take over everything. You're supposed to be willing to fill in for everything because you're her man. That make you niggas feel good for a woman to say, you my man. Bitch, I ain't your nothing. Don't claim me. I don't let no woman claim me, man. Don't call me your man, shawty. Don't call me your nothing. Don't even call me your daddy. Just call me daddy. Don't put your nothing. My. Don't say my. Don't do that. My boyfriend, my man, my dad, my baby. That ain't your nothing. Don't get into that shit. Laying possession on me. Nigga, that's a term of possession. When a woman says you mine, and you say, yeah, baby, I'm yours. You mine too. You dumb as hell, man. Literally, you dumb as hell. I ain't talking about for play. I'm talking about you dumb as hell. You agreeing to let a woman own you, nigga. That's ownership. When I tell you, hey man, that's my woman right there, nigga. Either you breaking bread, I'm about to bust your head. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? Don't press up on her, man. She already told you what the rate is. Now you trying to press up on her still, man? Hey man, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. You got about 2 seconds, and one of them already gone, man. Step off and go the other way, homie. So you got to understand, man, what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do. That's why most men should stay the hell out of relationships, man, because it's a daily grind maintaining a relationship with the modern woman. Hell, it was a daily grind maintaining a relationship with a woman in the 90s, man. 90s, 2000, man. Listen, bro, it's been a grind. Man, I'm talking about maintaining dominance. Man, it's been a grind because this society has gradually been going into a female empowerment direction. So the more they're empowered, the more of a grind it is, man, to keep a woman nose to the grindstone because there are so many outside forces pulling at her, telling her she's independent, telling her she can think for herself, telling her she can manage her own money, telling her she can make her own wise decisions, telling her she can protect herself, telling her go buy you some toys and have sex with yourself. There's a lot of things out there telling women, man, that they can be independent. But the one thing they can't be is independent thinkers. They group thinkers. That's what they do. And you got to make sure that the group she thinking for is group you. You understand? Group BoA, man, is the only group that my bro's going to think for. Man, group BoA is it. The AlphaSphere, they think for the... Man, listen. The AlphaSphere is their think tank. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no other think tanks, man. So, man, this is the reality of the situation, man. And another thing is this, man. And I had somebody ask me this earlier, man. Now, let me finish. Let me add one more thing to that one about every position that somebody has in her life. You let them keep them, except for the ones that you want. You see what I'm saying? If you want that responsibility, then tell her, hey, don't worry about that. I got that. You only take the responsibilities that you want. You don't let her just come in with a big ass bag of responsibilities and dump it on the table and say, here you go. You my man. Nah. You only take the responsibilities you want. You understand? If she let's say she go play tennis on Saturdays. Maybe you like tennis. Maybe you want to learn to play tennis. Maybe you always wish your ass was Arthur Ashe. Maybe you want to play tennis. Go do it with her. See what I'm saying? That's a totally different thing, man. Maybe she got some folks out in the country, man. She go see them and she take them, she go grocery shopping for them. They older. She got an older aunt and uncle down in the country, man. She go take them grocery runs once a week. And guess what? Her cousin down there grow big ass trees of green in the backyard, man. And he'll give you as much of it as you want. Well, in the backwoods, he'll give you as much of it as you want. You might want to do that with her. But you only accept the things that you want. You don't let her pressure you into accepting nothing, man. Now, this is another thing, man. This is one that's big right here, man. This is the number one de facto destroyer of relationships, destroyer of men's ability to dominate relationships. You gotta never give her a pass for getting out of line. Ever. I'm talking about from the first time you meet her. Man, I be checking chicks, man, the first time I meet them. Because I know you don't know me, but let me introduce myself. I'm that nigga who ain't gonna take that type of talk right there. And she's like, well, you can't tell me what to say. Well, man, let me tell you the first thing they do. If a woman say something, I say, hey, shout out, I don't know what you used to. Matter of fact, I do know what you used to. I know you used to beta male simp manginas. And, you know, I can tell by the way you talking right now, but you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Shout out, I don't play that game right there. You gotta clean that up right there. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what the word respect means. You're a grown woman. You seem to be pretty intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Bam. I don't know how intelligent she is, but when you throw a woman a empty compliment out there like that don't mean nothing, then you know it causes her to think, well, okay, well let me act intelligent. Bam. You know what I'm saying? You got to lead a woman with words, man. You listen, man. You can lead a broad to water, but you can't make her think, and that's real. So I say, man, first thing out of their mouth, well, you controlling, and yeah, I am. Oh, you possessive. Not necessarily possessive, but I am controlling. You know what I'm saying? It is my way or no way. Well, I don't know. Well, shit, I know you ain't got no woman. I said, well, shit, shawty, you sitting right here in front of me right now. You understand? Before we leave here tonight, you might be my woman, depending on how you play your cards. You cocky too. No, I ain't cocky, baby. I'm just telling you how it is. I think we need to cut to the chase. Ain't no need for me to sit here and tell you that, you know what I'm saying, I can't see in your eyes that you want me, that you're willing to, you know, be in the position that I put you in my life. I see it in your eyes, baby. Besides, you know, I mean, let's be honest with one another. We sitting here right now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody here but me and you, baby. Ain't nobody gonna hear you. Ain't nobody gonna run down on you and say, ooh, you like him. So, you know, I get a little laugh out of her and lighten the load on her a little bit. Now she's opening up a little bit. But you know what she is doing? I did all that to get her to do what? What the hell I just told her to do? You're going to watch how you talk to me, shawty. But women need a little coercion. Every man knows that. You got to coerce them a little bit. Women don't want to listen just on face value, man. You can't just say, hey, you ain't going to do this right here. You got to coerce them. You got to influence them. And what's the harm in a few words? You see what I did? I just said a few words to her, a few words that were relevant, that she needs to know, but I used those words as tools, man, to put her in the mind state that I need her to be in, because I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing I'm trying to do is keep from wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be somewhere with a chick, man. And, you know, I feel like, man, I done wasted my time, man. I should have never even, you know, gave this chick my number, man, or none of that, man. I should just kept on moving, man. I want to give her an opportunity to not make me get up and walk away from this situation right now. You know what I'm saying? So, because I put time aside in my schedule for this situation tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's the real. So, you know what I'm saying, man? I just feel like this, man. When we talk about the test that women give, man, when we talking about the boo-boo test, man, to me, I don't even see boo-boo tests. I see a woman, man, that's being who she is, that's being who she was supposed to be, but it ain't no test to me, because I'ma stay in frame. I'm gonna be who I am regardless. It don't matter how bad she is, it don't matter how raw she is, it don't matter how paid she is. If she get out of line, I'ma check her every time. And that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta check them every single time they get out of line. And listen, man, this is also gonna help you get rid of a woman that ain't worth it. Because if you got to keep checking her for getting out of line, she keep getting out of line the same way, then she's a dumb chick. And you don't want no dumb chick. You don't want no chick because ain't no chick that hard-headed. She just dumb. If she can't figure out that this is something that you telling her not to do, and she's so absent-minded that she continues to do it, she's just a dumb chick. You don't want no dumb chick around you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rare you come across a chick like that, but when you do, you might well just chalk that up, man, to her being a bird brain, man. And that's the reality of it. Another thing, now we just talked about never letting her get out of line, but this is something else you got to do. You got to always give her a nice treat for being obedient and productive. Now, listen to what I said. Obedient and productive. She don't get no treat just for being obedient. She don't get no treat just for being productive. She gets a special treat for being obedient and productive. You see, now you see how those words could have meant. Those words could have been taken as when she's obedient, give her a treat. If she's productive, give her another treat. Now this ain't Halloween, nigga. This ain't trick or treat. We ain't doing that. When she's obedient and productive, simultaneously, you do something nice for her. Do something real nice for her. You see what I'm saying? So listen, you might see me at a 5-star restaurant, man, hopping out a limousine, man. I'm talking about draped up, dripped out, man. I got my gaiters on, man. I got my tailor-made suit on, man. I'm looking good. I'm looking fly. I'm smelling good, man. I got on the coldest cufflinks you ever seen in your life, man. And I'm chilling. And I got a bad little bra, man, and a nice little evening gown, man. We at a 5-star restaurant. And you might, oh, man, BoA, man. I saw BoA out on a date. Expensive date, too. That's how you saw him. I looked in the window. I can't even afford to get in the restaurant he was in. Yeah. You might see me doing that, but when you see me doing that, man, this woman has been obedient and productive in such a way that I feel like it's her just dessert, homie. You understand what I'm saying? Now, how, when I just meet a woman, is she gonna deserve that? Ain't no woman I just met gonna deserve that, man. Hey man, somebody else come on in and get this number off this Valentine's Day number, man. 214. We on Valentine's Day talking about dominating modern relationship. Think about that, homies. Look how that worked out. We on 214 and we talking about dominating modern relationship. We got Valentine's Day up at the number of people watching, man. Ain't that crazy? Mr. Band Clap, man, I appreciate the super chat, brother. So you can't miss out on this, man. I'm telling you, this is as important as never giving her a pass for getting out of line. This is just as important, man, because you know you're gonna get on her every time she get out of line. But this teaches her that you're fair. Let me tell you 3 things a woman wants you to be, man. She wants you to be true to who you are. She wants you to be fair. And she wants you to be indifferent to her fucking tears. Women turn on tears for the hell of it. They just turn them on to see if they're going to work on you. Women give you the puppy dog eyes just to see if they're going to work on you. I had a chick one time, man, she used to give me the puppy dog eyes, man. Every time she gave me the puppy dog eye, man, I just grabbed her and bent over wherever we was at. You know, if we was at the sofa, I bent over. We at the kitchen, I bent over. If we was in the bedroom, I bent over. Well, no matter where we were, I bent over. And she started realizing that the puppy dog eyes didn't do them to get me bricked up. That shit ain't never worked on me. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before how I am about eyes. I like eyes. I like slanted eyes. I like, you name them. Different color eyes, green eyes or some shit like that, man. Hey, man, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for pretty eyes, man. So, when she gave me the puppy dog eyes, man, them big puppy dog eyes, man, I was like, I'm finna beat the brakes off her every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing right there. So, man, you can't fall weak to none of that. Women don't even really want that stuff to work. They don't even think it'll work. Now they probably think it'll work because so many suckers out here letting it work. But puppy dog eyes, shawty, you think it's something you could do with your eyes to make me change my mind? Come on, shawty. It ain't nothing you could do with your kitty to make me change my mind. So your eyes? Come on, man. I like eyes, but not better than kitty, though. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, once she get her back broke, she still don't get what it was she wanted that she thought the puppy dog eye was going to give her. Once I say no, I mean no. That's another thing. Stick to your guns. When you say no, you mean no. And don't let her keep asking you about it. You understand? She got to understand that when you say no, your mind was already made up. It wasn't no negotiation. You can't be negotiating with chicks, man. They are unfair negotiators. Dark Power, man, I appreciate the $5 super chat, homie. Women are unfair negotiators, man. They don't negotiate fairly. They don't play the game fairly, man. They don't play the game fairly. They don't play the game squarely. Shit, they play the game barely. You understand what I'm saying? So, we got to keep it real in here, man. So another thing is this, man. And I think I might have said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it bears repeating. You got to fuck her like you hate her, but romance her like you love her. That's the love-hate relationship. You know, we hear the term love-hate relationship all the time, but it don't mean to us what it means for women. For women, it means sometimes I love him, sometimes I hate him. I love him so much, but I hate this about him. Hey man, we don't think from no perspective. For us, a love-hate relationship means that when you jump in her bones, man, you know what I'm saying? When you jumping up and down on and beating in and out of her, man, then you do that like you hate her. I'm talking about you do it like a savage, man, like she your enemy. But then you romance her like you love her. That's the perfect balance of keeping a woman emotionally on edge and off kilter at the same time. That boy, a woman can't think straight if you keep her emotionally on edge and off kilter at the same time. Her mind can never overcome that combination of emotional turmoil, man. That's what it is emotional turmoil. She's off kilter. Like crazy, man. She's off kilter. But then she's overwhelmed with fluttery butterfly feelings, man. I'm talking about, man, making her heart flutter like a flock of birds when you romance her like you love her. You see what I'm saying? And whenever you punishing her, when you breaking her back, she's thinking about that. She starts thinking about the romance, how you romance her, and she starts to feel loved. That's why I don't tell a woman I love her, because I know I make her feel like I love her. What I'm going to tell her for when I know how I make her feel? When you got to tell a woman you love her, that's because you ain't confident in the way you making her feel. If she about feelings, I'm going to give her the feeling. I ain't got to give her the damn words. You see what I'm saying? I ain't giving her the words. I'm going to give her the feeling. And I know I'm going to give her the feeling because I'm going to cut her like I hate her. And I'm going to romance her like I love her. And that's going to keep her in that being loved frame of mind. So if somebody asks her, does he love you? She going to say, yes. She ain't going to say, I think so. She going to say, well, he acts like it. She going to say, yes, I know he loves me. And I ain't never told her a day in my life. Because you can't. Nigga, don't say those words. Never say I love you to a woman, bro. Because you don't know what the hell it means in her mind. And you'll never know, even if she sit down and tell you, if she tell you 10 things I love you means, there's 50 more that she ain't telling you, man. Never say those words, bro. Never say those words. So, next thing is this, man. And this is something that I know a lot of men do, and it's crazy to me that men would even do this, bro. It's crazy to me that men would do this. Let me clarify that. Yeah, courtship, man. Courtship. But you only do courtship for your woman that's already proven herself. You know what I'm saying? She's already proven herself to you. She's already proven her value. She's already proven her ability to bring you pleasure and treasure. That's the woman you court. That's the woman you take out. That's the woman you go to the beach with. That's the woman you let hold your hand out at the grocery store, man. You understand? Because let me tell you something. You got to be 100 with who you are. You got to be out there. And if this your woman, you can't. Let me tell you, the craziest thing to me is for a man to be with a woman who's proven herself and is proving herself every day to be a valuable commodity in his life. And when he out with her, he worrying about what the hell other bras think. And then if you are worrying about it, be lovey-dovey with your woman if she deserves it. Do that in public. And I'm telling you, women don't view it as that makes you off limits because the majority of women ain't getting it because the majority of dudes are too busy worrying about the other bras that they ain't got. How in the hell you out with a woman, man, that's proving her worth to you and you worrying about the women you ain't got? Nigga, you can't shut that shit down while you with your broad. Are you that weak? Are you that caught up on sex? Are you that entranced by women that you can't focus on the one woman you with for that little bit of time she out with you? Man, let me tell you something. When my broad out with me, I don't pay other broads no attention. You know why? Because she's proven herself and they haven't. So when she's out with me compared to them, she's on a pedestal. She just ain't on no pedestal compared to me. Matter of fact, she can't even see the bottom of my feet from where I'm perched at. You understand what I'm saying? She perched on the ground like a pigeon. I'm perched on top of the tallest tree like a hawk. She can't even see my feet. She can't even see the branch I'm on, homie. So you got to understand, man, that you have to keep your mind on the task at hand. And the task at hand is continue to keep the woman that's dedicated to your process dedicated to your process. When you out by yourself, man, you can look at and talk to and get chose on and approach as many women as you want. Approach them after they choose, nigga, as much as you want. But when you with your woman, nigga, you can't rein it in for that. If you can't rein it in for that little period of time, man, you ain't no alpha, you ain't no Mac, you ain't no pimp, you ain't none of that. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, when I'm out with my chick, man, when one of my chicks is out with me, man, I don't look at other women, not because I'm afraid of her, because even if I do, she ain't gonna open her mouth. But I just feel like, why create that type of energy with her when I got her energy right where the hell I want it? I ignore women when I'm out with her. 100% ignore them. I don't look at them. I don't smile at them. I be mugged. I ain't gonna say I never meet eyes with a woman, but I ain't gawking at them. I ain't looking at their bodies. I ain't doing none of that, man. Because right now I'm in the frame of mind of a Mac, of a pimp. Because I got either my bottom chick or a chick that could be my bottom chick, and my bottom chick bounce right here with me, man. And I'm thinking about all the things she contributed. This is her time. So we only out together right now because I'm thinking about everything she contributes. I'm thinking about everything she brings to the table, how hard she works to please daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about that. And so tonight is all about her. I'm interested in her. This is a whole night for us. This started off today, and it's gonna end of a night of me beating her back in. You know what I'm saying? That's how this is gonna end. So this day is all about her anyway. That's the type of mindset you got to have, man, to be domineering, to have a dominating relationship with a modern woman, man. You got to control everything, but first and foremost, you got to control your damn self, man. You got to control your damn self. Let's see, man. Eddie D, man, I appreciate the dollar super chat. T Williams, I appreciate the $5 super chat. T said, man, BoA, how do you respond to a chick who keep telling you I love you? Shit, man, I just tell her I know you should, shawty. You know what I'm saying? You should. You know, I'm the coldest nigga in the business. You know what I'm saying? You should. You know, or I tell her I know. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that's what's up, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I tell her, don't tell me, show me. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that all the time. I show you, don't it? I said, but yeah, right now while you telling me, you ain't showing me, you telling me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I keep them on point, man, where they got to keep, but, you know, no matter if she get frustrated by that, everything else I run is so tight that all she can do is just stay, she got to stay on the team. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is so airtight. Man, let me tell you something. If your woman tripping because you don't say you love her, man, you ain't dominating shit. She trying to control you, man. She trying to control you and make you say certain words. Man, I'll never have no woman say, you don't never tell me you love me. I'm not, man, because I don't want to hear that shit. I can't remember the last time a woman told me that, man. Because this is the thing. If you make a woman feel that way, she's not going to tell you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a long time ago, man, when a woman told me that. You know what I'm saying? And even now, if a woman tells me that, man, I just keep it in mind, hey, show me, show me, show me. And as she gets focused on showing, and let me tell you what that's going to do. That's going to also help you eliminate a woman who ain't doing that but wasting your time. Because if you tell a woman, show me, show me, show me, and she keep telling you, and still ain't showing you nothing, you got to drop her. You see what I'm saying? You got to drop her. I put my demands on table from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Once I realized that I got her, once I realized I'm in her head, man, I put my demands on table from the beginning. And not that I'm trying to use women. I don't use women, man. What I do, man, is I get my just desserts, man, for giving my time to a woman, for giving my energy to a woman, for giving my wisdom, understanding, knowledge to a woman, for enhancing her life the way I do. I've never met a woman. No woman has ever been in my life, man. Their life didn't get enhanced tremendously. You can go through the annals of history in my life, man, and no woman's gonna tell you, man, that she didn't leave me a better woman than she came. You know what I'm saying? No woman is gonna tell you that. Donnell Harris, I appreciate the $3 super chat, brother. Appreciate that, man. Ron Tobin, man, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Ron said y'all should be tipping right now because BoA drop game tonight for real. Let's get those likes up. What Ron said, man. You know what I'm saying? What Ron said. That's all I can say. Black Gator say he just fired one for that. Hey, man. And that's the hey, and that's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that one, man. Let's go ahead and jump into that one now. You got to cut a woman loose, man. When she deserves to be cut, you got to cut her. Ain't no second chances. Ain't no, oh, I won't do it again. I know you won't do it again. See, this is why you lay down the ground rules from the beginning. So when she does something that breaks one of the rules, she already knows she's breaking it when she does it. You can't leave anything to chance, man. And if let me tell you something about women, man. If a woman says, let's say you got a woman and you find out, man, that she cheated on you. And she said, oh, babe, I'm sorry. She crying, snotting at the nose, all kind of shit. I'm talking about that ugly cry, man. Snotting at the nose, man. Hair done got all over her head, man. She looking uglier than you ever seen her. Nothing. You got to remember, you're going to be scarred for seeing her this ugly. You ain't going to never forget that. So she'll never be as beautiful as she was to you again because of that and because of the cheating shit. Then you finally say, well, okay, baby, you say you ain't going to do it no more. Man, you a fool. And I know some beta male, simp mangina, or even a woman is going to say, well, you would want her to stay if you cheated, wouldn't it? I said, no, I wouldn't cheat. I can't cheat. You know what I'm saying? See, this is the thing with women. I tell a woman from the beginning, you can be my number one, but you can't be my only one. But if you work real hard, you be my number one. And number one in my life has more privileges and benefits than being the only one in another nigga life has. See what I'm saying? If you number one in my life, you gonna get a better thrill than you would get if another nigga married you and didn't have no other woman in his life. So I say that to say this. I put that on the table. And it's up to a woman to accept that. Once she accepts that, she's on the team with that. That ground rule has been established. Yeah, now a woman could say that. A woman could say, well, if you're gonna have another woman, then I'm gonna have another man. She could say that. And then I'm gonna politely walk her ass to the door and say, Shawty, it was nice meeting you, nice knowing you, arrivederci, bon voyage, enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna hit her with. Because the bottom line is we're all entitled to accept whatever the hell we want to accept. So that's why I put it on the table. And you may say, and that's why I don't talk about a lot of women like these dudes do. Man, let me tell you something. If you got a lot of women, you can only have a lot of women. I'm talking about a lot of women. Like if you're running through hundreds of women, man, you're doing it like a sucker. Because you can't run through hundreds of women like a pimp. 100 women ain't gonna accept pimping, man. Especially not in these modern times. If you meet 100 women, man, I'm telling you, you lucky to get 10 out of that 100, man, on this pimping. Because a lot of the women feel like they deserve more than that. They're too entitled to accept that pimping, man. But I put it on the table because I don't believe that you can bring a woman in on a lie and then turn the truth around on her and get the same results that I can get from telling the truth. Now you can get more women, but when you get women on a lie or you get women on deception, I don't count that shit, man. I don't count that. You ain't got that woman. You fool that woman, nigga. I respect men who get women straight up on who they are. You understand? Who are you? What you represent. Now let's see if that woman gonna deal with that. Instead of you going out here trying to act like you looking for a relationship when you ain't. Trying to go out here and act like you want to get married when you don't. Man, I'm not finna tell no woman no shit like that, man. I'm looking for a relationship, looking for a wife, and all that, blah, blah, blah. Man, I wish I would, man. I ain't no sucker. Ain't now one of them I want that bad, man. Now let's get into this next thing, man. And this is a big one too, man. We're getting into the financial obligation now. Any bills she already pays on her own, let her keep them joints. You understand? Any bill she already pays on her own when you meet her, she can handle that bill. She pays it already. She got it under control. She don't need no help. She wasn't getting no help, not from you. So why you gonna step in and start taking over her bills that she already got? Man, let me tell you something. If I wasn't there when you created that bill, shout out, I wish you would. I wish you would. I'll snatch a knot in you, girl. Don't you do that to me. I put you right out of here quick. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to you through the peephole. Man, wait a minute. Let me put that little chain on the door. I'm gonna talk to you with the chain on. That's what I'm gonna do to you, man. Man, I ain't playing that game with these chicks, man. Alpha Kingdom, Mr. Mob, baby. What's good, bro? Salute to you, man. Appreciate the super chat, homie. The Mob Brethren, Alpha is in the building, man. So, you got to remember that, man. A lot of men do that, man. A lot of men will take on the woman bills, man. Man, I know cats done paid off a woman student loans. I know cat man done paid off a woman other fines and shit that a woman had, man. I know a cat man took a woman out of all her debt, man. She was $150,000 worth of debt. That nigga paid it all off. And guess what happened to him? He ended up watching her ass and elbows leave out the door shortly thereafter. You understand what I'm saying? Because she only wanted him because she was in those financial straits. That's why I tell men all the time, I prefer a woman who's successful over a woman who's a dime. I prefer a successful 7 over a dime. Because over a basic dime. When I say basic dime, I'm talking about her living. See, when I say basic chick, I ain't talking about how she look. I'm talking about how she live. I'm talking about how she represent out here in this world getting to the money. I view it from that perspective. I don't view women from perspective of beauty first. You know what I'm saying? You can go for the beauty first. I'm looking for the purse. You know what I'm saying? Give me the purse first. And, that's my view of it. So, besides if her having her own bills, you letting her keep them, don't create no damn joint debts with no chick, man. You know how many cats I know, man, got stuck with a car that they ain't want, they got it for the chick, or got stuck with some credit card debt, man, that the chick left them with, or stuck with something else that the chick left them with, or stuck in an apartment they can't afford that the chick done left them with and all that. Nigga, don't you dare create no debt with a chick. Let me tell you something. Cohabitating with a chick in her own shit is better than going to create a debt with her where your name and her name is on it. And I know a lot of niggas, let me explain it to you. Cause I know somebody gonna say, well, at least your name on that. Yeah, your name on that. It means you can get stuck with that shit. And you still cohabitating. She still got just as much pull in that motherfucker as you do. You be like, well, she'll put you out of her. You should be trying to stack up and get the hell out of it anyway. You understand? Man, let me tell you something. Cohabitation with a chick should never be a long-term solution for any man. I don't care what your age is. I don't care if you're 19, you're 20. Cohabitation with a chick, a cohabitation situation with a chick should never be a long-term solution to your plan. You understand what I'm saying? Should never be a solution to your plan. And, that's the reality of it, man. Do not enter into no type of joint debt with no chick, man. Don't do it, bro. Because the bottom line is, if it was her dead on loan, somebody Bell House, some Beta Mel, some Angina Bell House, something, it's rare. I don't know too many men, man, that say, man, I was in $150,000 worth of debt, man. Some old chick, man. You know what I'm saying? She liked me, man, so she started tricking off on me, man, paid off my $150,000 worth of debt. I don't know no nigga that said that. I know at least one woman who did, though. And I know other women who've gotten other things paid off. $20,000 here, $40,000 there. Let me tell you something. I knew this little chick, man, and I was knocking down her sister, man. And she had this dude, man, this Asian dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He was older, man. She was like, I think she was 20. And he may have been like 35 or something like that. But he was getting money. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. He had it. First he put in the Escalade, man, on 22-inch swingers. Then not 22-inch swingers, 22-inch sprees. And of course, this been a little while back, and she drove that for the longest. Then he dropped it in the Infinity truck, probably like 8 years later. Dropped it in the Infinity truck, brand new off the lot. Before she got in it, it already had the 24s on it. You understand? Then he started looking around, man, for her fucking Bentley, homie. He started looking around for her Bentley. Man, she was treat this dude like a sucker, man. Slapping him all in public, man. Talking to him all bad and all that, man. And man, that dude was caught up on that little chick, man. And she wasn't nothing, bro. She wasn't nothing. You know how, one sister's this way and the other one is that way? This type of scenario we talking about, man. So Eventually, man, he left her alone, man, and all that. But I say this to say, man, when you do that, man, you create these debts for these women, man, and go and do all these things for them, man. They don't appreciate that. A woman only appreciate what she works for. If she ain't got to work for it, she ain't gonna appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? If she ain't got to work for it, she ain't gonna appreciate it. I promise you that. A woman will blow your money and goddamn count hers like a mug. Give a woman your card. Give a woman your credit card and tell her to go on a little shopping spree. Watch how many bags she come back with. Just tell her to go. Say, well, how much can I spend? Just go enjoy yourself, shawty. Watch how much shit she come back with on your credit card. Now, let her go shopping the next month with her own money. Watch the difference in the amount of bags she come back with her own money. Even if she can afford it, even if she got plenty of money, watch how few bags she come back with. Watch the type of things she buy. She'll take her own money. She'll come back with shit, Walmart bag full of toiletries and shit like that, man. And maybe a pair of shoes or something from here. Man, she finna go and blast off with your credit card. You understand what I'm saying? Because women only care about what they earn, man. If they don't earn it, they don't care about it. That's why women who turn tricks don't really care about your sex because they get it all the time. They don't have to work for sex, man. All they have to do is show up. There's dudes willing to pay them. You see what I'm saying? A woman that's got dudes chasing her all the time, man, and always jumping in her inbox and always DMing her, man, and always cold approaching her and all that. Man, that woman don't care about your cold approach. She don't care about that. Cause she don't have to work for that. That ain't nothing to her. But the man who ain't paying her no attention, she already got to work for that. You understand? Man, let me tell you the type of things I do, man. I'll be somewhere and there'll be a chick. Everybody'll be jocking, man. When I say everybody, you know what I mean? A lot of men in the place will be jocking her, man. They'll be all on her, man. Man, she'll walk over there the way I am, man, and I look at her, man, then I just turn the other way, man. You know what I'm saying? I look at her, man, and then I just turn my back to her. I don't walk off nowhere. I just turn my back to her. You understand what I'm saying? I literally, and man, and they notice this because everybody else is all up on them, man. And you know how that is, man. When a woman's confident like that, everybody all on her. She looks at every man. She starts making eye contact with every man. You know, she wants the accolades from I want to be perceived as a queen by you all. That's her mindset. Man, when they look at me, man, bro, I look at them one time, man. I don't even look at them from head to toe, man. I look at them straight in their eyes, man, and I turn my head, man, and start doing something else, man. Like if I got a drink in my hand or some water, some orange juice or something, man, I just turn the other way, man, and drink my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And plenty of times, I'd had that same chick, man, a little while later, man, maybe 20, 30 minutes later, man, depending on where we are and how long we there, you know, some period of time later, man, she'll find herself beside me, man. You know what I'm saying? Find herself beside me. She'll say, strike up some shit with the shaming language. You know, you seem like a party pooper or blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, shit, shot it. Last time I checked, it wasn't a party. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in here chilling. And technically speaking, you know what I'm saying? I was chilling by myself. I really didn't invite you over here. You know what I'm saying? Well, excuse me. And I was just trying to come over here and make conversation. Yeah, I mean, why? Tell me, give me give me an explanation why you're trying to make conversation with a man who turned his back to you earlier. So I put on her mind that I remembered that. Said, well, you turned your back on me. I thought I thought something was wrong with you. Oh, wait a minute, baby girl. Something wrong with me for turning my back on you? You that bad? Right there, bam. I put her fake security right in her face. Oh, you that bad? Now, all of a sudden, she got to face that question. See, them niggas validated her. They didn't even ask her was she that bad or make her think if she was that bad. They saw her and made her feel that bad. Me, on the other hand, I want to know if you really believe you that bad. And why am I talking to her like this? Because I don't know her. I ain't got shit to lose. What, I'm going to lose opportunity for what? For her? For the same chick who just got validated by all these niggas coming in here, man? Come on, bro. She ain't that bad if she taking that type of validation is doing that to her. You know what I'm saying? She's saying to me like Aisha Curry. Need some affirmations from these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So we sat there, man, and before, so she finally came down off of it, man. She said, "Well, I just walked in. They came at me like that." I said, "Well, yeah, baby, you seem to be swallowing it up pretty well." But see, what you got to understand is this. Like right now, let me ask you this. Tell me how you feel right now to be having a conversation with the one man that turned his back on you. And I don't know if anybody else did, but I know I did, and I know you noticed it. That's why you're sitting here right now. Now tell me, how much better does this feel for me to be actually have a conversation with you? All we doing is talking right now. None of that, oh, you so fine, or none of that thing that we're having back there. Doesn't this feel better than that? Doesn't it feel realer than that? How much more authentic does this interaction with me and you feel right now? I put that shit on her mind, man. She was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. All them, I know what they want. They looked at me and they saw me as a sex object. They just all on were thinking about sex. And I said, but you really didn't pay me any attention, and blah blah blah. So I say this, man, to say that this is how I break the ice with women. I break the ice with honesty. You understand? I break the ice with honesty. I don't know no other way. I ain't got time to be playing no role, trying to give no woman no validation. I damn sure don't care about her validation, man. I'm too raw for that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm raw. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't even on no cocky nothing like that. It's just, man, I'm raw. I know what to say to get in a woman's head, man. Give me 5 minutes of time with a woman, man, and I promise you, she gonna be telling her friends, I think I found the one. That's the reality of it, man. Because I'm going to cut to the chase real quick. Now, the next thing is this, man. And I say this, why do I talk to women like this, man? And I know it's easy to look at that and say, man, damn, BoA is obnoxious. Or, man, he be going hard, man, and he cutthroat. Man, that ain't cutthroat. That's just talking to a woman like a man with no fear. It's just about talking to a woman with no fear. What are you fearing? The only thing you can fear, and I ain't disrespecting her. I don't call women B. I don't go off on women, just snap on women in public or nothing like that. I don't cold approach women, so I ain't got to worry about no woman dissing me so I can feel upset like these dudes be feeling. I don't know what that feel like. But I talk to women straight up, man, because you got to think of a woman as your daughter. Now, not on no creep shit, but you got to think of a woman as your daughter in terms of not judging her for her mistakes, but instead teaching her, training, and shaping her into who you want her to be. You see what I'm saying? You got to do that, man. And that scenario I just told you about, I could have gone further into it, man, but I did end up knocking her down. But, not that day, but I ended up knocking her down later on, man. She actually turned out to be a pretty cool chick, man. Honestly, man. Like she was down to earth as hell, man. And that's when I kind of step back a little bit and say, man, you know what? Just because a woman get validated by men, that don't mean that she out there like that. She could just be a down to earth chick, man. That's not used to that type of validation, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause down to earth chicks normally, man, don't blast off like that and always be looking fly. We gotta have their nails done. We gotta have their hair done and all that, man. But I say that to say this, man. You gotta look at a woman as a piece of clay that has no shape, that has no form, but it has an idea of what it should be shaped like. That's the only thing you have to think about when you're dealing with a woman and shaping her into what you want her to be. She already has an idea of what she wants to be shaped into. Is it a good idea? Probably not. Is it what you're going to shape her into? It better not be. Is it what she can shape herself into? Hell no. But it's what she thinks she ought to be shaped into. So I take my time. I did a video, man, and I shared it here. It was actually a Pookie and Ray Ray video, but I shared it here. You gotta understand, man, that women are not thinkers. They are learners. I say that again. Women are not thinkers. They're learners. Once you teach them something, they can think about what they've learned. But they're not just natural born thinkers. So you got to train her, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat her like school. You got to school her, man, all the time. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the major things of being dominant and dominating the modern woman. You got to stick to the script of being a teacher, a leader, a disciplinarian. You got to be a bunch of. You also have to be a rewarder. You have to do all of these things, man. It's a bunch of hats to wear, man, in the modern relationship. And a lot of cats ain't cut out for it, and other cats just ain't got time for it. I don't knock a man who ain't got time for it, because it is certainly time consuming, man. You know, especially when you get into cohabitation, man, it's over, man. Your time belongs to the relationship. And that's the reality of it. And the last thing on this list, man, is this. All these other things are terrific. They're terrific, man. I promise you they're terrific. They're amazing things. But for all this to stick, the glue that bonds all of this together is that you got to keep it 100 with her at all times. At all times, you got to keep it 100 with her. Lying is based on a fear of the consequences of telling the truth. That's strictly what lying is. Lying is being dishonest because you fear the consequences of telling the truth. And you can't ever fear the consequences of what a woman is going to do because of your truth. Now, I do say this, but only share information on a need-to-know basis. What you share, keep it 100 about it. But don't share everything. Don't share nothing she don't need to know. You understand? Don't share nothing she don't need to know. You ain't got to lie about it. Just tell her, shout, I ain't going to talk about that. See, that's the problem. A man think you only have two options. You either got to tell the truth or lie. No, you either tell the truth or say, we ain't talking about that, shout. That ain't up for discussion. I had a chick jump in my DM, man, a couple days ago, man. Man, I'm talking about 2 messages in, man, and she started asking me about women. I said, man, you probably master women. You probably got a lot of women. You probably control women and blah blah blah. I was like, look, shawty, I'm gonna say this one time, because you ain't got about 3 more words to say to me. Don't make those 3 words be asking me about a woman, because even if you were my woman, you ain't got the right to ask me about women. And that's the reality of it. Even my woman ain't got the right to ask me about women. Don't ask me about no women, shawty. Who you think I am? Don't ask me about no women. I ain't told you that you control me. I ain't told you that I'm yours. What you think this is? This ain't Etta Levert. I ain't finna tell you, baby, I'm ready. I ain't ready to give you all or nothing.